Hi, in this video I'm going to be going over the features for the new Hoodoo Hero 130 skiff. Now I've already unboxed and unwrapped all the parts in order to save time. That being said, let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to go over the basic specs for this skiff. It's about 13.1 feet in length and about 39.4 inches in width at its widest point. It weighs about 108 pounds and has a payload capacity of about 550 pounds. And it has a max horsepower rating for the outboard of 6 horse, and it has a bolt-on transom, and it's made from a single piece of roto-molded polyethylene. It also has 5 gear tracks, 2 rails, a rear handle, a front handle, comes with the paddle, has multiple storage compartments, a transducer mounting insert, and non-slip deck padding. The only thing that was left out for this, in my opinion, that could be improved upon is that there is no directions or a manual to how to put everything together. It wasn't too difficult, but for someone who's never done it before, it might be a little bit of an issue. I'm going to show some close-ups of the features of this skiff. So I'm going to start at the rear. And here on the right side you have your molded in nuts for the transducer as well as your handle. Coming back, there's the other side. And this is a rear look of the transom section, and I will show that after it's installed. And there's a backing plate that goes on the bottom of the hull that helps sandwich it in there nice and tight. And then you have 2 of these rear gear tracks here, and it's got these pretty cool little sliding nuts that go in here. The only thing is that there's no manual or parts kit that tells you what size the nuts are. And they do give you 1 rod holder along with a Railblaza mount for it. So I just used one of the bolts from that, and it turns out it's a metric M6 × 1, so that should probably help somebody. And then going up here on the side, here's another handle. There's the other handle bolt in. Here's the front gear track on the side. And then go up to the center here, and there's another gear track, and they all use these same 4 nuts. And then you have your front storage section up here, and then your handle. And it's nice, very good hinge here, and it has these locking little tabs that you just pull out, and then you open it up, and this is where they included the rod holder, the Railblaza mount, and this is all your mounting gear for the other things. And you can see you have your padded decking, and this is the other storage compartment that actually is going to double as a seat when you have your outboard on there. And you open this up, and there's a lot of space in there. And it has these 2 pieces of foam to help support the upper decking. And as you go to the back, you have that section in there. And if you need to add any, what I usually use is yoga blocks, and that seems to help out very well. Now, here's one of the rails, and this is for the rear handle, and it comes with your screws already installed there, so all you have to do is place it where it needs to go on the skiff, like these, but you have to add the bolts, but you get the idea that you're not going to lose those. So that's the basic overview of it. And what I'm going to do now is put everything back together and show you what it looks like. This is a view of the motor mount before I install everything. As you can see on the left there, I have the 5 17mm diameter bolts. And this right here is the backing plate that's going to go on the underside of the hull. And the motor mount here, which is very heavy duty, and it weighs about 13 pounds by itself. This is an overview once I've installed all the handles and the motor mount. So going around to the rear here, we have the rear handle, which makes it very easy to lift this heavy skiff up. And then I also have the motor mount installed. And it's much easier to put all the bolts in and not tighten them up fully until everything's aligned, and then tighten them up. And don't make them too tight, because you don't want to put too much stress on the polyethylene. And coming up, you can see I've got my side handles. And that's it for the initial install of all the parts. So that's it. If you have any questions, please leave them for me in the comments. Thank you.